Morning, back again. This, I don't know what you call it really, it's a bulkhead thing, what go over where the gearbox is. Double check this from LR Parts, LR Bulkheads. I'm quite pleased with that. So it's quite cheap from them, 65 quid I think. So remember that, LR Bulkheads. Best price for that. I've got to paint that. And then we just got the box of bits, what I've brought with me today. The filter housing, we'll change that at some point. And we'll try and do that ball joint because I'd like to do that. There's our bracket from the arm for the rear tub. Obviously we're getting that painted up. Can fit this as well. And we've got the bolts for that, with no nuts. We'll use the tool to fit the new ball joint. I'm going to try and do this steering arm ball joint. I don't know if this cup was supposed to come out already. Show that going like that. That don't look right to me. Change that to a socket. God. It's well and truly rusted in there. I'll have to try and loosen it. God. Can't even do it. was pushing on it. It's just really rusted in. So far, not so good. I think that's going this time. Yeah. Maybe it just needed a bit of oil on it. There we are. I've kept it attached because I haven't got a puller to take that bottom arm off, and you need a decent puller for that, and I haven't got one. As you can see, you can do the job like this. That's what you're trying to take out, that collar. It came out anyway, didn't it? Where's the new collar? There it is. The new collar's a different one altogether. Look. Let's have a look. Just giving this a good clean inside. Then, there's only got no instructions.
They have to go back in, but it's the top cup that needs to be pushed in with the tool. Right, so
we need to push this top cup back in, and that'll sit like that, because obviously the ball joint will come up like that, so it has to go through there. I'll take that off. Has to go through there and sit there like that. Look. So we need to push that in place with a pusher. So obviously this will go this way around this time. And you put that bit in. Use that different size one. And we'll push it back in. That shouldn't be too, should go in quite easy really. Just make sure that obviously you put it in there the right way around. Otherwise you're going to be in real trouble. So big lip at the top, yeah. don't know what's stopping that. Went in a lot further than that earlier. Still a bit of shit in there. Yes, it's almost right up there, see? Get that centered up. There we go. Just do that up until that's stop. And then undo it. Christ. And then you can check it. Seems to be a bad bit on this. Yeah, I can't show you, but you can see when it's all the way home. Obviously this is going to go there. Get some grease. So we're going to grease up. Grease up the ball joint. Might as well have plenty of grease on. And then this bit go underneath there. And then we'll get wedge the spring in, I think. Just have a quick look at some instructions.
Bottom cup. Alright, so basically that's your ball joint. The next thing to do is to fit the rubber grease O-ring and make sure you get it to sit on the
Right, fit the O-ring. This is where it could be better to do it on a bench, but beggars can't be choosers. I'm not actually sure where that's got to sit. That can only sit there because it's too big to go anywhere else. That seemed to be too big to go in there at all. Maybe I'm putting it in the wrong place.
shoulder where it's supposed to live, and don't have it kinked like that is right now.
can't see how you can get that kink out. The O-ring to me seems like it's too big. I keep having a kink. The only thing I can think of, it ain't clean enough. So we'll clean that up a bit. Well, we've got that seal in, but it's really hard to get in. You really have to mess around with that. Now we need to put this spring in. So to put the spring in, it's going to be really difficult as well, because that O-ring keeps trying to pop over. Us in there for now. This will go over there, you see. And that spring will go underneath, so we're going to need a G-clamp to put that in. So I've got a big 27mm socket, and then a smaller socket, a small 17mm, 27 17mm. We need some more grease in there. You might as well put as much grease in as you can, like we do on everything. That'll just make sure that lasts as long as possible. Right, spring that way round, obviously. Push that in there and put this on there. Now we need to get the G-clamp, because we're going to push that in and squeeze it. That's not going to be easy. So I've had to improvise because my G-clamp ain't big enough. Oh, that still might not be big enough. Oh, I was going to put the spring washer around there and then push it up like that. I'm going to have to see if I can get a shorter socket. I've improvised here like this. So I'll put that over there. You should be able to push that in like this. Put this in. Maybe I'll turn the spring round. Let's keep that way. Need to get that in there. Just need to get this nice and central. That should go up. I might have to go and get a bigger. I have to go and get a bigger fucking G clamp. Because this one ain't too good. Can't quite keep it all together while I'm doing it. It's impossible actually. I think we're going to get there. Oh no, that's not quite in. Don't really want to hit that with anything. I'm going to have to loosen it off, which I didn't really want to do. Just to knock that across a bit. If we get this done, it's going to be a bit of a miracle. It's coming off the top there now. Yes. Yes, come on. That ain't quite lining up, but it's close. It's close. I think we'll be able to just knock it in gently with a bit of luck. Oh, don't do that. Oh dear. Oh dear, oh dear. Obviously that's got to be kept central so we can get the circlip in. Now it's getting a bit hard for me to twist, you see, so I have to get a pair of grips on it. Or a pair of pliers. Just, if you do this, just be careful because it could fly off, especially at the top here. Just make sure you try and keep everything pretty central. There's so much grease in there I can't see if I can get the circlip in or not. Do you know, there might not be enough room to get the circlip in after all that. I don't think there is. Would you bloody believe it? I'll try and twist it a little bit more. We might just be able to pop it in. Let's hope that we can get at that, but I don't think we are going to be able to be honest. Yeah, that's too big. Oh, all that. After all that, we can't quite get it, so we'll have to undo it now. Never mind. So close, but yet so far away. So what I'm going to do, just loosen that off. Hopefully that spring don't come down too far this time. Yes, that's exactly what we wanted. The spring's gone in there well. This is nicely stuck to here. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to put this nut on there, and then put that there, and then hopefully that will all go up there. Yeah, we can only hope, can't we? I think we're down quite well. Let's get that levelled up a little bit better. Go on over there, that's it. Oh, you little bugger. That's the trouble, you've got to make sure that nut is right in the centre so we can get that circlip on. It's looking good though. Again, be careful that don't suddenly bounce off in your face, because it wouldn't be very nice. It's bound to happen. Come on. We might be able to get it, let's try. Come on. Come on. Come on. It's nearly there. It's nearly there, everyone. Can't believe it. We're just going to have to knock it round because it's a little bit, where the thicker edges are, it's a little bit too close to this side. So if I can just knock it round, we should just be able to pop it in now. Get on the hole there and just give it a little tap. Yes, we have done it. What about that? Changing the ball joint on the steering. It's lovely with limited tools. So now, let's put a bit more grease around the top. You can't have too much grease on these things, really, can you? So there, I'll get that grease around there. Plenty, plenty, plenty. And now we need to put the bush on. There's the bush. And then we need to put this snap pin on. I don't know the best way to do that. But what I did keep off the other one was the old slap pin. I don't know how you're supposed to. I mean, that's a good quality one if you can do it. I think we need two pairs of pliers, maybe, and pull them two bits apart. Will that pull it apart enough to get that over there? Hopefully, yeah. Oh my god. Maybe we should put this on first. No. Or maybe you're supposed to pull it apart and twist it round, eh? Let's try that. Yeah, I think you're supposed to do it like that, you see. Like all these things you live and learn. Oh dear. Come on. and watch the rubber, of course. I don't want to destroy anything. Oh dear, I don't know why that's so difficult. That won't be falling off, that's for sure. I can't even get the spring on. I think you're supposed to just wrap it around. Yeah, that's what you're supposed to do. See that? How that's just wrapped around? Obviously keep that pushed in. So that ain't too bad, is it? So we know how to do that now. Apart from we got it stuck. God, oh dear. Oh, we missed it. Oh dear, oh dear. That's just what I was worried about. That's the trouble when you're not doing it on the bench, but you can't have it always. Right, so we should take it off the same as what we put it on. Right, that's off. It's probably destroyed now as well. Don't look so good now. You hold that rubber, really hold that rubber down. That just does not like being. I think that's going to be alright. God, I tell you, it's not easy. You definitely need a pair of pliers for it. Alright, let's see what we've got it this time, by the looks of it. Then you got this one, and hopefully, yeah, that's the way to do that one. Bit of circlip pliers. Again, because we're not on the bench, everything's 10 times harder. Come on, yes. Oh, yes. Yes, we got it. That's one ball joint done. That looked like something's digging in a bit too much there, but there's not much I can do about that now. So that's how you do the ball joint with the tool. So in all honesty, that wasn't too bad, was it? I'll switch you off. So we should be able to put the steering arm on, right? And on there. So then we can fit the shock absorber, or whatever it is called. I'm not going to tighten none of this up yet because I don't want to. Then I've got to go back to the spray shop to do some more bits and pieces. So we have a little problem. Put this on there. I need to spin round a bit, so we have to loosen that off. I hate unbolting things that are already painted, but sometimes these things happen. I suppose I could have just cut it down really, but I might as well spin it right round. There we go. we go. Right, now we should be able to drop this in. We lost a washer off there, look. No. Oh, there it is. Now we lost it. So make sure you got your 2 dishwashers there. Push that through there. Actually, I've got to just put a load of grease on this, as I do. I might as well keep everything nicely greased. That'll stop it from musting away. As much as help you do the nuts up and that. That's that on. And see that dishwasher there, that's the one. Yeah, it is. Just make sure them little washers locate, just like on all the shock absorbers. That's as far as that socket will go. Just give it a wiggle, make sure. Lovely. So we'll go to the spray booth now. Yeah, got that all done. I'm very pleased with that. Thanks for watching. We're back at Marty's spray shop, and there's a bit of oxidisation on this, so these little bits we're having to sand by hand, you see. It's hard work, but we're getting there slowly. Eventually got that bit done. Doing this bit. I've had to make sure we go around the rivets because last time that wasn't done very well. So just trying to make it as good as we can before we paint it. New bulkhead fitted. We seem to have to space it with 3 washers. Fitted this, and we're slowly getting closer, but we'll come back tomorrow to finish it off. Bulkhead in. Thanks for watching.